What's good, you two? My name is Hector, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, sir. Excuse me while I get weighed in over here, but welcome back. It's been a little minute. It's been a little minute for me as well, so let's see where I'm at right now. I am currently sitting at... Oh, my phone is not connected, so it's not syncing. Give me 1 second. Alright, so I got it all synced up now. 289.3, which is a 6.6 increase from my last weigh-in. So, you know, it is what it is. That's the result from my last 2 weeks of bullshit. So let's get into it. So, what happened the last 2 weeks, huh? Well, there's no excuse. I didn't do shit. Well, the first week, as you see, I got a new tattoo. Shout out moms. I got my mama on my arm. Still healing. So, hold on. I got my toothbrush here. Hold on. So, it's still healing. As you see, the heavy scarring there was where he worked a lot. But if you see here, that's what it is. I got a lioness, a female lion, representing her strength and her persistence and everything I've seen over the years. I wouldn't be the man I am without her. And this was a picture I found in Dominican Republic that I fell in love with. So I got it tattooed. And then next month, or not next month, it is June. The middle of this month, I'm getting my other half of my forearm done for my pops. Shout out pops. So it's going to be a little dedication piece to my parents here. And then I'll finish the sleeve once I finish the weight loss journey and I get all this loose skin taken care of and all that stuff. So I got a lot of plans for art. I'm a big artist. I love art and tattoos. I love tattoos. It is not fun, but you get through it. It's not terrible. You're not going to die. You know you're not going to die, so you just get through it. There are some times where it sucks terribly. I'm sure I'm putting clips up of the tattooing. You know, it is what it is. You know, it sucks for a few hours. You know, the first few hours is all right. It doesn't bother you. Once it gets swollen, because these were 12 hours each day. I had 2 sessions, 12 hours each day. So I was getting tattooed about 10 to 11 hours between breaks and bathroom breaks and a little 30-minute break in between and whatnot. So under the table, under the needle, I was about 10 to 11 hours, 12 hours total in the studio each day, Sunday, Monday. It was a good time. Shout out Dante, great artist. I fell in love with his work, especially for portraits. I wanted to make sure, you know, I didn't go cheap on that because I've seen some bad portraits. And I wanted to make sure I spent some good quality time and art and money on my parents. So shout out to them. I can't wait to finish it out. But anyway, let me get my mouth brushed, you know. All right, now we are talking. I am much more freshened up. And now we talk about what happened. So I got tattooed. He was like, you gotta rest for 5 to 7 days because you have to allow it to heal because it was a lot of tattooing in 2 days. So I rested the 5 to 7 days. It was healing slower than anticipated because again, it's been 2 weeks and it's still healing. So I took the full 7 days and then I took some more and then more after that. I kept taking more off. So I got to hold myself accountable. I got a little bit too lazy and lackadaisical. So, you know, slipped and then it made me reevaluate 2026 as a whole. And has there been setbacks? Yes. But I allowed those setbacks to really stop my momentum and I'm very upset. But what I'm going to do is use that upsetness, that emotion, and translate that into energy to getting myself and getting my shit together and getting back on track. It is June. It is half the year done, which is crazy. It's crazy. It's flying by. So we're going to close out this year the right way. We're going to close out the year getting on track again. I did mention before in a previous video that I am targeting summer shredding 2027. So it's time to definitely get on track on that way. I don't even know what I said there. You get what I'm saying. What I am confident on, the pose down routine I'll do later, it will showcase that. When I do cut, and I will cut, when I do cut, I am very confident in the muscle density I've built over the years, that I'm gonna have a good start in getting things right. So I just gotta get on my shit when it comes to tracking my food again, eating all my meals on the appropriate times, and not allowing things to affect me. Yes, work has been super hectic. I've been working super long shifts, doubles, PMs, because we've just had some unforeseen changes. So we just got to get things covered, unfortunately, and that just lands on my plate. So it's been a hectic few weeks, but I allowed that to fester into an excuse, and I haven't seen the gym in quite some time. So tomorrow, we're definitely hitting the push day. It's gonna be the first push day in a minute, and we're gonna definitely hit that strong. I'm gonna make sure I get my meals in today. We're gonna do our grocery shopping. We're gonna do meal prep, get everything right for the week. I'm gonna have everything scheduled, so that way I make sure I hit my targets. I gotta hit my targets. I gotta close out this year the right way. If not, I'm just setting myself up for failure, and I gotta hold myself accountable on that. So this channel is always about holding myself accountable, and I have not been doing that. So I gotta look at myself in the face and hold myself accountable. So let's get back on track, and let's start off with Accountability Sunday. If you're new around here, that's when obviously I just did the weigh-in, talk about the week as I just did. And then we're gonna go do a 360 comparison of the photo I took in January of 2026. I did it all of 2025, and I made tremendous strides even after blowing out my knee and having reconstructive surgery. So I am back on track with my mental. I am back on track with my gains. I gotta make sure I just get on this cut. So that is what it is. We do that 360. And then later on, I do a pose down routine because I am an inspired bodybuilder. I will be a bodybuilder. That is the goal, and that is why I'm targeting Summer Shredding 2027. So with that being said, let's get this 360 comparison done because Michi's on her way back. She went ahead and done her Pilates, and we are gonna go head to the grocery store. So see you over there. So before I go, shout out to Michi. She got her green thumb now, which I find super dope because I do want an eventual garden when we buy a house and everything. But we started this little garden, and we're gonna get everything hanged up and everything appropriately. So we're gonna utilize the wall for some space. But she got her green thumb, so I'm super cool about it because I am also wanting to do some gardening myself. I do love this kind of stuff. It's actually kind of cool. Like I said, I'm an artist, so I find gardening like a form of art because you could express how you want to decorate and create life because it's life. So it's cool. Anyway, all right, let's get this done. All right, so let's get this done and over with because I am starving and I got to get things done. So let's get it. All right, let's head to the grocery store and get this grocery haul started. Got my bags. Michelle's in the car. We just came from a nice long walk. So let's get it. So the goal for this grocery haul is to make sure I get all the foods that are in my meal plan, which I have been doing. My problem, like I've mentioned, is just getting the meals in. I don't know if it has something to do with me trying to just battle the food addiction that I've been dealing with. You know, I'm just skipping too many meals. I have way too many leftovers and I'm wasting food, and I know that and I hate that. But yeah, man, I gotta get these meals in. I gotta get consistent on the meals. That's what's really holding me back, and it's really frustrating. But anyway, enough of that. We already talked enough about that. It's time to get this grocery haul started. It's time to get this week started. Let's get back on track. Let's head over to the supermarket first and talk about exactly what I'm gonna be buying and everything. But here's Michi. Michi! And shout out to Michi for buying me my first ever pair of Crocs. I'm not a Croc person. I've always talked shit about Crocs, but they are Star Wars themed. So shout out Michi. I appreciate you, you know.
It's okay, because I'm getting a Coach bag out of this.
She's getting a Coach bag out of this. Alright, we here. This is our little grocery store, supermarket. Love this place. They got really good prices on the meat, so that's why we come here all the time. Like, we pay like $25 to $30, depending on the week, for 10 pounds of chicken breast, which is crazy. So, yeah.
¿Me puede dar 8 libras de la pechuga sin pollo? I mean, sin hueso. Y si no es mucho molesta, ¿me la pueden cortar? Gracias. Sí, por favor. Sí. Gracias.
All right, so Michelle holds me to the gunpoint to make my sofrito. So I'm not gonna show my secret ingredients. So I'm gonna cut and get the ingredients for my sofrito. All right, so that's pretty much it for the supermarket. Got to get my ground turkey, pick up the chicken, and then pay. We got a small bag of rice, my ingredients for my sofrito, and a little bit of re-up stuff. And then we're gonna head over to Aldi and get the rest done over there. So, see you over there.
Gracias.
And bam, we are here in Aldi. It's time to get the rest of the groceries because we got a lot of stuff to do today. Oh. That's different. Got the asparagus for the fiber. She goes with the broccoli. Baby. Baby. Got me my pico de gallo. Love that for my egg bites. I put that in there now and it's fire. Fire.
So we got flavors on flavors on flavors.
I'm a big fan of almond milk, but make sure it's always unsweetened. Getting sugar-free applesauce for my baby girl Bella. She deserves her treats and she gets that for dinner. I mix it up with some Greek yogurt, non-fat Greek yogurt. Get her probiotics with some flavor and she gets a happy gut. All of us are on our health journey. We getting all right, boy. Yes, sir. Not gonna lie to you, I think our pigeons over here are the most beautiful birds out here. But she hates them. She's a big hater. 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 Hater.
If you don't bag these
Alright, we done with the grocery haul. So now we headed home. I'm gonna tally up how much damage I did this week. We just had to pick up a few things. I gotta hit Acme to pick up a couple of other things. So that's why I don't know exactly how much damage I did. So when I get home, I'll tally it up and tell you guys. But we're gonna head home now, and then we'll get everything sorted out. And we done. We set everything aside. Michelle already did all her cooking. I'm starting my cooking now, but I'm pretty much doing the main cooking tomorrow on Monday because it's already 7:30. She took the entire day of the kitchen. I low-key, I took a nap. Anyway. Time to make my sofrito. So, and bam. All done. Looking fire as always. I got that secret sauce, you know. Anyway, I'm going to get everything sorted out. I got to package this up so it lasts for a while. I'm going to start my rice. I'm going to get all my dishes sorted. So that way tomorrow it's going to be a simple meal prep and get that out the way. So I'm going to get that done. And then we're going to head to Acme because I got to get the last amount of stuff that we need for the week and all that. So it's been a productive Sunday. We still got more to do. So let's get it done. Woo! All right. So now we are done with all the damage. Well, Acme costed me $150. But that was, you know, Bella's expensive ass food mostly, because we get the large bag, but that lasts us almost about a month and a half. About, I gotta track that. I gotta see exactly how much that lasts us, because we do get the big bag, so I want to see. Other than that, we got just some re-up stuff. I got a large gallon of apple cider vinegar. It's the greatest thing I've ever found. I love my apple cider vinegar for my salad. That allows me to consistently eat my salad, because that's the only dressing I really do enjoy. I hate all that other dressing stuff like ranch and Caesar and all that kind of stuff. Vinaigrette I'm alright with, but it's just very high in calories. I am happy that my mother was actually one who showed me this salad dressing a long time ago. It's a little bit of olive oil, just a tiny bit, apple cider vinegar, salt, and then I found out in my DR trip, if you put like oregano and adobo and all that stuff, it comes out fire. And then I add a little couple things like cucumbers, tomatoes, and all that kind of stuff. So I'll make it a really nice looking salad. So we're on our way home now, and then I'm gonna close out Accountability Sunday. So I'll see you over there. There you go. There you go. She's like, damn, finally, because I was running a bit low. I ain't gonna hold you on that one. But we got all of that done. Meat cheese over there. Richie! And we about to finish up. I gotta cook. I was gonna cook tomorrow, but I'm pretty much done. Why is this thing taking forever? Why are you giving me that look? So I'm gonna cook today. Look at this garbage room. Anyway, so I'm gonna cook all of my chicken today. I already got it separated. I got the remaining chicken that I'm gonna cook on Thursday, vacuum sealed. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cook the 4 days worth of chicken now. My rice is already done. So just gonna get that out the way, so that way tomorrow, look at this one. Look at that one. What are you doing? You over here eating the food, bro? That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Wow. Caught red-handed. Red-handed. Insane. All right, so back to the regular schedule programming here. So we are done with all groceries. We won't have to really buy much groceries for the next like 3 weeks or so. Just re-up on like the chicken and the almond milk and all those little things. But we are pretty much set. We got a lot of diet soda. Diet soda for me helps me with cravings. So I do drink a good amount of diet soda. Is it the best for you? No, but it's also better for you than eating junk food and all that garbage. So I use that to crave my sweet tooth for sure. And they had a buy two get one special or whatever. Then we got our DiGiorno. We don't got date night money this week. So our date night cheat meal of the week is a nice DiGiorno pizza. And we're gonna watch a movie or whatever she wants to do. I gotta cook all that ground turkey, which will be quick. I got my rice cooked up for the week. Well, not for the week, for the next, well, yeah, it's for the week. I gotta grill my asparagus. I got my chicken marinated. Boom, boom. That's gonna be for the next 4 days. And then, yeah, we're pretty much covered. So let me wrap up here, and then I'll see you in a minute. All right, so let's get this pose down done, and then close out the video. Let's get it. I'm rusty, man. I'm out of breath. That's a workout. That's a cardio workout. I'll tell you, posing is a cardio workout. And I just felt rusty on the foot positioning. I was struggling, and I was wearing my Crocs for the first half, and I was like, this is throwing my balance off. But hey, I got it done, even though I was uncomfortable. It is what it is. Let's close this out. So it is the next day, so it is Monday, which is June 1st. So before I continue, shout out Pops, it is his birthday. Happy birthday, man. Love you, appreciate you. You are the reason why I am who I am today, and that is the God's honest truth. I appreciate you. Happy birthday. I know you're working because you're stubborn, you don't take days off. So take time off. And just rest when you can. Love you. Anyway, back to what I gotta do. So I did not close out the video. So I am closing out the video now. I was editing. I'm like, where is my closeout clip? and there was none to be found. So pose down, felt comfortable enough. I felt uncomfortable because again, I haven't worked out in God knows how long. It's been a week and a half, and I just been in my head. So I just got it done. It's been up and down all year for me, and that's the truth. There's nothing I'm gonna be hiding from. It is what it is, but that's part of the journey, man. It's not always gonna be up. It's not always gonna be straight 100% all the time. You're gonna get your bumps, you're gonna get your bruises, you're gonna fall down, but it's about how you recover, and it's always about that, and that's why I'm documenting the truth about it. That's why my progress has been stagnant for so long, because I've been struggling for so long. I have not been 100% consistent, and I am being very honest about it, holding myself accountable about it, and that's what it is. It's about being accountable. That's what this channel's about. That's what my journey's about, and that's what I gotta represent when I'm talking about it. So I gotta be a man of my word and get this ball rolling again, get the momentum back rolling. And like I said, we only on the way up. I'll keep saying it because I strongly believe it. No matter what this journey takes me through, no matter what bumps and bruises may come through, no matter what falls I may take, no matter what, I'm gonna keep getting back up, and we're gonna keep pushing through. I'm gonna get to my goal, and that's gonna be a bodybuilder. I know it, 100% I know it. But that's it for Accountability Sunday, man, or really Accountability Monday now. I appreciate you guys for watching. Subscribe if you want to join along this journey. We are only starting. It's only been a year. I'm coming up on a year this week, if I'm not mistaken. It's somewhere in June. I forget when, but it's somewhere in June when I started. It's around the Puerto Rican parade, so it's mid-June, which that's coming up soon. That's going to be litty. But I got to stay focused on the goal. I'm going to go and have fun, but I'm going to stay focused on the goal. But, so we're coming up on a year. It's exciting times. Man, this is the beginning, man. So subscribe so we can continue going. Hit that like button if you like this video. Shows I'm improving. I'm trying every day to try to improve my flow. I'm trying to improve my editing skills. I'm trying to get more comfortable in front of the camera. Even though I've been at it at a year, it still feels uncomfortable being in front of a camera. I ain't gonna lie about it. It is what it is, talking to a camera. But I am much more comfortable than I was a year ago. I could say that much. That is for sure. Because sometimes I'll watch my first video, I'm like, oh, you can feel the awkwardness there. I still got it a little bit there and there, but I'm getting used to it more and more. It is much more comfortable now. I'll say that much. That's all I got for y'all today, and I'll see you on the next one. All gas, no brakes with it, you heard? I appreciate you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Yes, sir.